Sometimes when I'm bored, I like to dive into really weird corners of Reddit. And a big part of these weird corners is occupied by incels. Just a few years ago, I didn't even know about the whole culture of incels. But once I discovered it, it's like a gold mine for someone who is interested in psychology, which is me, and now I have professional knowledge about psychology, psychotherapy, about human nature and behavior, and digging into the incel subs sometimes is providing such a cool insights in a coping mechanisms that these guys developing to justify the complete bullshit in their heads. That's funny, interesting, sad as well. And the bullshit of today that I'm going to discuss with you is the opinion of one of these incel guy that marriages should be arranged. I saved the post that I'm going to comment for you through the lenses of psychology and my personal experience and a little bit of brutal Russian style directness and honesty. So let's start reading this masterpiece. In my opinion, marriages should be arranged. What happens nowadays is that relationships are too based on frivolous things. I went out with him because he's funny, cute, sweet. Yeah, that bitch. How dare she? Going out with a guy because he's funny and cute and sweet? Real bitch. That's serious! Many times people who have value, that is, who are not frivolous, end up alone. Okay, let's start unpacking this stuff. First of all, it's interesting how this guy is basically putting the equal sign between frivolous and funny, cute and sweet. So, if you are this, by the system of this person, you are frivolous, and if this is the definition of frivolous, I think it's fucking amazing being frivolous. I think everyone should become frivolous. It's great. But this guy says that if you're frivolous, means funny, cute and sweet, you have no values. That's implication. Because what he's saying, people who have value, that is, who are not frivolous. It's very interesting. This coping mechanism is quite easy. It's on the surface. Because what happens here? Most likely, this guy is not considering himself not funny, not cute, not sweet. Maybe he is not for real anything of this because, well, he's doubting. At least he's doubting this about himself. And to not feel so bad about yourself, he is just saying that all of these people who are all of these horrible things are frivolous, which is a horrible label. Therefore, they are worse somehow than him because he has values. If he's not all of these light, fun, great things, at least he has values. Which values? Well, we will get to it later. What this will generate is an increasingly weaker generation. A weaker generation, I imagine, it's based on a sole fact that people are dating based on their attraction to each other and not out of obligation, like before, when marriages indeed been arranged. This will lead to a weaker generation. I'm not sure even what the definition of weakness this person is having in mind. Probably he didn't think very well about that. Let's keep on. Because marriage is losing its merit since there is no longer that selectivity aimed at forming a strong family. Today the concept of do what you want prevails. But that naturally leads to the underdevelopment of society. just asking you to listen to it once again. That naturally leads to the underdevelopment of society. Yeah, I mean, if you try to really think about it, you can break your brain, because underdevelopment is something that didn't develop yet. You cannot go from something developed to underdevelopment just by logic. You can choose the word regression. The society could regress if he wanted to express this thought, but well, he just throw in concepts without thinking much what they even mean. And to be honest, the only thing that is underdeveloped here that I notice is the capacity of this person to produce coherent and logically consistent train of thought. The truth is that the world of relationships has become a mess. I will tell you why this guy thinks the world has become a mess. It's because the world of relationships apparently doesn't include him. Then it's a mess. I mean, without me, everything is a fucking mess. But I will tell some groundbreaking fact to this guy. The world of relationships always, during the whole history of humanity, has been a mess. Because interpersonal dynamics include so many variables, it's a very complex thing, so it's always been a mess. And not just right now, when everyone can date whoever they want, it's a mess just because you don't participate in these dynamics. Everyone does what they want. Notice, this person is already like second time or third saying that everyone does what they want. And apparently, this is triggering him very much. The fact that nowadays people can date whoever they want, they can fuck whoever they want, they can have long-term relationship, marriages, or short-term relationship, or casual fun, and this guy is feeling very butthurt by that. Why? Well, we know, of course, why. The real reason is because he is not included in this fun. The next one is really a gem. But everything in life needs rules to function well and lead to the evolution of humanity. Yeah, you know, the real concerns of this guy is not that he wants relationships, that he wants love, that he wants to fuck some nice girl or any kind of girl or woman for that matter. No. His real concern is the evolution of humanity. That's what his soul is preoccupied with. For real. What did you think? And in the world of arranged marriages, he wants it not because in this world he would probably have assigned some chick to him by the parents and finally has his dick entertained. No. It's because arranged marriages will lead magically to the evolution of humanity. Now let's get to another gem, because he was generous on producing real gems here. So, life was better in the times when marriages were arranged to unite families, strengthen bonds, and satisfy certain interests. At least here, finally, his real shit picked through. Yeah, exactly, to satisfy certain interests. So modestly, this guy is mentioning. I can even specify what kind of interest. Interest of patriarchy and a little tiny interest of this person to have a girl assigned to him against her will by the arranged marriage, because in the freedom of dating whoever you want, in building your relationship with all of the difficulties that it implies, I'm not saying it's easy, he is not succeeding. So yeah, and those past times when marriages were arranged, how good they were when no one could just date whoever they want, when women had to accept a role of becoming a kind of a property to a man, when you couldn't have sex with a person you just simply attracted to. Those great times, miss them. This leads to the formation of much stronger and more resilient families, because the basis of marriage is beyond mere frivolous reasons, but much more about economic, social, and even love reasons. So it's crazy. The reasons for marriages, according to this guide, it should be social, economic, bureaucracy, blah 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 blah, and in the end of the list, even maybe love reasons as well. So basically, this person is confessing that he is okay to be in the marriage which has no love. Because even maybe love, could be, but it's not necessary. Economic, social, and he is not mentioning his main reason is that he wanna fuck, but whatever. He is ready to marry a woman who will not love him. But at least he will be improving the development of humanity, because apparently that's his real reasons. And we are laughing, I'm joking about this, but now I just want to say something serious. Indeed, it's a quite tragic situation, and this guy is saying all of this and disregarding love as a main reason, attraction, physical attraction as well, as a valid reason to form relationship, to form marriages. Not because he is a bad person. He's not. He's just built up a lot of coping mechanisms. It's because, very likely, deep inside, he doesn't believe that he deserves to be loved unconditionally, to be loved for who he is. He thinks he doesn't deserve love. That's why all of this bullshit. And I don't know why he developed this mindset. Because of upbringing, parents, maybe some small or big traumas, some insecurities about his appearances. And instead of facing your own shit, facing your mental ugly truth that we all have, some people have more than others, seeing your insecurities, feeling this shame, integrating it, and moving from this point, working on your social skills, working on your interest, charisma, doing things that you like, developing your hobbies, and maybe also taking care a bit more about your appearance. I don't know, it's one of the legit ways. If it's not harming you, why not? But it's a hard path. Facing your shit is a hard path. Improving yourself for real, it takes time, it takes work, it takes effort, and you have to go through pain of facing your stuff. And it's uncomfortable. It's hard. Way easier to just go to the incel subreddit and develop this coping philosophy, which just will call everyone else who is happily dating based on frivolous reasons of mutual attraction, fun, chemistry, whatever, saying that they are just have no values, underdeveloped, whatever, and I'm alone, but because I have values, I'm just different. So in some form, I'm better. That's a very, very sad coping mechanism. And a little bit more of the wisdom from him. It's if the world continues like this, we will increasingly have a weaker and even stupid offspring. Girls, if you date guys based on based on your attraction to them, based on how fun you feel with them, how attractive they are to you, you will produce, of course, a weaker and stupid generation. But if you finally will see this guy with amazing values, super preoccupied with the evolution of humanity, with him, with his elite genes, then you will have a really strong, resilient offspring. Take notes. And as a conclusion, I want to say some words of understanding towards them. You know, like on the surface, all of these guys, incels, they are saying a lot of these really crazy, stupid bullshit, like they are not successful in dating just because of their appearances, that chads having all of the pussies. And if you are not Chad but you still have a girlfriend or marriage, it's of course because she settled down for you. And as soon as a Chad is close to her orbit, she will fuck him and cheat on you for sure, guaranteed. That's what they say, or that marriages should be arranged, and all of this type of BS, but it's just on the surface. What they really transmit, what really they say without saying it, is going from the very depths of their convictions, of their personality, of their philosophy, and those are often some ugly truths about beliefs, about insecurities. What they really say is something like, I want to be loved and I am not, and that is making me incredibly sad. Or something like, I want to be loved, but I don't believe that I'm worthy of love. I don't believe that I deserve to be loved as I am. And those limiting, irrational, dysfunctional beliefs that they are so scared to dig and uncover and face and work with them and improve, those limiting beliefs are preventing them from successful dating life, from forming good relationships, way more than any deviation from the beauty standards that what they think. Of course, there are some extreme cases, and I'm not saying that beauty, attractiveness is not helping. No shit, it helps. But what really fucks up your chances is the way of your thinking, the way you behave, what you are doing with the cards that you are dealing with. And not seeing the real reasons of your failures, not wanting to look inside yourself and dig deeper, face your pain, often that comes from the childhood, and just adopt superficial explanation with your comrades and just start guilting everything outside of yourself. It's legit if it's your conscious choice, but it's not gonna help you to get what you want, which is love. See you in the next video.